Antonia Marquis, and today I thought I'd expose myself. I'm doing that because so many of you, actually most of you, always comment on my pictures, my videos, on everything, on all my pages, saying, "You're perfect," or "I wish I was you," or "I wish I was as beautiful as you." And even though I appreciate that so much, it's so sweet of you all to say, I want y'all to know that I'm not perfect, and also that you are beautiful as you. You do not need to want to be me, because you are you, and I love you for who you are. So as perfect as you may think I am, I'm not. I have a lot of imperfections, and a lot of the things that you like about me aren't even mine. For example, my red hair. That is not mine at all. It's a wig. My hair is actually really dark brown, almost black, and it's an afro. I might show y'all in the future, but it's about this big. Yeah, it's really curly when it's wet, and it's really puffy when it's combed out. But this red hair, as much as I wish that I could grow bright red hair out of my head, it's not mine. And I love my afro as well. I just have a lot of fun wearing red hair. So that's number one. Number two, my skin is perfect? No, that's not true either. I have suffered from acne for as long as I can remember. I have acne on my face. My pores are huge. I have them on my arms sometimes. When I post pictures, I don't do a lot of photo editing. It's just mainly smoothing. I just smooth my face, mainly because I have an Android phone and the quality of the picture isn't as smooth or clear as I'd like it to be. So I smooth the picture, which smooths my skin, and I also brighten my eyes to make it seem like a clearer photo. So, in fact, my skin is not smooth, it's makeup. And also a smoothing effect on an app. Speaking of makeup, I don't know what I'm doing. I purchase all my makeup from a drugstore. I don't like spending a lot of money on it. I don't do all the steps that I probably should do in makeup, and I'm not very great at it, even though I really try. I mess up a lot. Not perfect at that, not perfect at my eyebrows, not perfect at probably my shade. I know my shade's off a lot because I have a very different skin tone. I am black, but I look very like a yellowish tone sometimes. Sometimes I'm pale, sometimes I'm tan. So it's really hard to match my shade perfectly. Clothing. Okay, so a lot of you like how I dress, or you're always like, yes, your outfits are always on point. Well, there's a long process with that. My weight after losing weight, I used to be over 310 pounds, and now I fluctuate between 150 and 165. So weight is a struggle all the time, and it's hard for me to find pants that fit, and especially I can never find it in person. And then it's scary ordering pants online because when they arrive, you never know if they're going to be a good fit or not. And a lot of the times they aren't. So it gives me a lot of anxiety going out because I'm like, what pants am I going to wear? Do I have pants to wear? It's a whole process. And I go through a lot of getting rid of clothes or donating or selling clothes because I don't feel my best in them. Usually when you see a picture that I've taken of myself, it's because when I get insecure, my way of coping with it and making myself feel better is really weird. I actually get dressed up when I feel insecure, put my makeup on, and take pictures. And it makes me feel better because I take myself out of that mind frame and I try to embrace myself. And I do still struggle with loving myself at times, even though I preach it to you all the time. I also struggle with it, and I need to learn to do it as well. I learn more and more every day, you know, to accept myself and love myself. And there are some days where I'm really feeling myself, and there's some days where I'm not really feeling myself. But that's the process with that. Also, speaking of losing weight, I, in fact, do not have a perfect body, as some of you have said, and there's also nothing wrong with what I'm saying at all, so please don't think that. I actually love that I have stretch marks, and I don't want to get rid of my stretch marks. I think they look really cool. They're like tiger stripes, but I do in fact have stretch marks on my arms, my back, my butt, my thighs, my stomach, and my calves actually too. I have stretch marks everywhere from the weight loss because I did weigh a lot and I did lose a lot, so my body's been through a lot. And I see my stretch marks as almost like a trophy for losing the weight because they're so much more prominent now that I've lost the weight, and it's like, wow, I did that. But I do have a lot of stretch marks. I also have saggy skin everywhere, which is one of my insecurities, but also kind of battle in my mind because it's also like a trophy to me as well, because again, I lost all that weight. I did that, but my arms are really big, so even though I've lost, you know, a lot of weight and I have a small waist and, you know, thick thighs, so I have that shape and I may be thin in some areas, my arms are still big, and it gets to me sometimes because it gets uncomfortable, and it's also hard to buy clothes at times because I can fit into a size small shirt, but I need to get a large to accommodate my arms. So it's really hard. Plus I have small boobs because of the weight loss as well. So it's hard to pick what size to get a lot of the times. Like this is a large, but it's a lot of room. I could have easily gotten a small or a medium, but I had to get the large because of my arms. I also have saggy skin on my thighs, my stomach, my back, my chest, and my calf. And it's a lot, and I do in the future plan on getting it removed, mainly because it does get painful at times. Like my arms feel numb from it, or I just have pain in it, and it's uncomfortable, again, clothing wise, to try to find clothes that fit me correctly. It would just help with that. But for now, I'm trying to learn to love it because there's nothing wrong with it. If you have it, there's nothing wrong with it at all. It is something you should be very proud of. Next thing, isn't this a fun video? So I'm 23 years old, but my bones crack a lot. And before you all tell me what I need in the comments, I know I'm trying to keep up with vitamins and all the things I need. And yeah, my back cracks, my knees crack every time I get up, my arms, my shoulders, just everything cracks like I am an old lady. Ooh, another thing. A lot of you may think that, oh my gosh, she's so good at talking, or maybe not. I don't know what y'all think about how I talk, but I am awkward. I am very awkward in person, but I'm also very down to earth. So it kind of balances out, but I'm really awkward. And I try not to be, but for example, this one time I went to In-N-Out to get some french fries and a shake, and I was in line and I was standing there and I was like, okay, I know exactly what I'm gonna say. When they ask me, I'm gonna say, hello, can I please have some animal style fries and the chocolate shake? So I get to the counter and they ask me, hi, how can I help you? And I say, hi, can I have an In-N-Out? What does that even mean? I had one job. All I had to do was say animal style fries and the chocolate shake. And I say, hi, I would like an In-N-Out. There was also an awkward time where, you know, a YouTuber that you might know named Shane Dawson invited me to his house to film a music video. And I was like, oh, this is a big opportunity. I'm gonna try to go all out. I'm gonna go to CVS and get myself all new makeup and really try, which still didn't do that great. But I'm really gonna try, and I'm gonna make sure the makeup's good quality so that on camera I look good. And literally the whole time I was there, I tried a new lipstick that was supposed to, you know, last all day. And literally the lipstick was all over my teeth. So the second I get in Shane's house and he's vlogging me, and I'm smiling big like I always do, and I'm laughing, you just see lipstick. Speaking of, I hope I don't have it on my teeth right now. You just see lipstick on my teeth, and he's like zooming in and all up in my face. And the whole video, plus the music video, you just see red lipstick, bright red lipstick all over my teeth. And it's like, dang, I had one job. It was this one opportunity that I had, and that's what happens. I get on one of the biggest YouTubers' channels, and I just have red lipstick all over my teeth. I even told him and Ryland at one point, I was like, listen, I won't be offended, but please tell me if I have lipstick on my teeth. And they're so nice. They wouldn't hurt a fly, so I understand, but that was awkward. So yeah, I'm not as gracious as I may come across. I'm very sweet and down to earth and bubbly, but I'm very clumsy and I'm very awkward. Emphasis on clumsy. There's not a day that goes by that I don't accidentally run into something, hit myself, drop something, scratch myself. I am not very graceful at all, but I try to be, and I know I might appear to be in videos, but I'm sorry to disappoint. If you're friends with me and we're walking next to each other, I'm gonna bump into you 90% of the time as we're walking like this, because I can't walk straight. One, because I have thick thighs and they just push me every which way. Two, because I don't have good balance, so I lean to this side a lot, and I even write to that side a lot. Just everything goes slanted. So just a heads up, if we ever become best friends or you're ever hanging out with me, that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna step on your shoes and I'm gonna feel really bad about it, because I know shoes aren't cheap, and I'm gonna bump into you and push you by mistake. So yeah, I know there's probably a lot more that I'm, forgetting, because I am not perfect, but I am perfectly me. And I'm not the girliest, but I'm also not a tomboy. I'm somewhere in between. I'm just Antonia, and what I am on camera is what I am in real life, but I am for sure not a perfect person. So the whole point of this is to let you know, that I'm not perfect as, some of you may think I am. I'm very much just like most people in the world. I have a lot of flaws, and I think that's important for you all to know, especially you younger viewers that follow me, because you're always like, oh, I wish I was as beautiful as you. I wish. Please do not. I don't wish that you were beautiful as me, because I'm me. I love how you are, and I want you to love how you are too. Yes, you can admire, how I look, and I appreciate that so much more than you could ever understand. But I want you to know that you can be beautiful as yourself. Whatever it is that you are, whatever it is that makes up you is beautiful. And I appreciate that, and I admire that. It's just so important. Please do not wish to be me, because underneath this wig and this makeup, I have natural colored hair and I have flawed skin. Please remember that. This is all for fun. This is all just because I like it. I like how fun it is, and it makes me happy to do, to have the red hair and the makeup and the blue eyes. But it does not mean that I don't love myself underneath. I love my natural hair. I love my skin tone because it's a mixture of my mom and my dad. I love my freckles. I like me very much, and I have to remind myself daily to do so. And I just really, really want y'all to like yourselves as well. And know that there is not a perfect person, because we all are perfect. Because we all are different, and we're all ourselves. And even though we're all different, we're all the same, because we all have flaws. We all have a lot of the same things going on. And that's perfect. That's fine. Because what matters is our heart, and how we treat one another, and how we love ourselves, and how we love others, and what we do for the world. And if anything, that's what I want y'all to be envious about towards me. I want you to look at me and say, Antonia, I love how kind of a person you are. I love your heart. I see your heart and your kind spirit, and I wish to be that. That's a comment that I will be very happy and proud to hear, because I wish for you all to be that too, because we need more of that. That's a beautiful thing to want to do that another person does. So I hope you have been inspired, and that you know that everything I'm saying is very honest, and how I truly want you all to feel. In the comment section, tell me one thing about yourself that others might not know, or one thing about yourself that you love, and let's just spread a bunch of love in the comments and support if you do see a comment from somebody else, and let's just share and be very, very nice to one another. I would really appreciate it. And you're perfect. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.